Hey guys, it's me. Today's video is not going to be a cover video. I decided to share a story of mine and my experiences on a certain topic. Um, Today's topic is going to be self-harm, and I am making this video because I think it's extremely important that we talk about issues like this. And I don't know, I just hope that my story can help somebody else. Um, Please bear with me because my anxiety is probably flared up right now, and I will probably be a bit fidgety, or I may stutter or say a lot or whatever. But you know, things like this, it gets all uncomfortable and stuff. Um, so yeah. First off, I would like to say that I'm almost 3 months clean, which is like a really big deal because I don't know, it just reminds me how far I'm going and how far I've come, and it's just really exciting. It's really exciting. I'm really happy and I'm really proud. And I praise God for it because it's the only reason it's possible. Um, so I guess I should share my story. I've struggled with it since I was about 8 years old. And it's, slowly progressed. It went from like, you know, beating yourself, impaling yourself with your own nails, biting, used to cut, used to burn, all that type of stuff. Um, and it just slowly got bad, when you don't deal with your issues and you suppress them and try to act like they're not there, the worse they get. And so I kind of always struggled with it. um, I would hide it often. I didn't really know how to handle negative emotions. um, I didn't like them. I felt like a bad person. If you're sad or you're angry, you have no reason to be. You feel better than other people. So I was always just trying to be happy all the time, and it's kind of a lie because you can't be happy all the time. But yeah, and I was also an extreme perfectionist. I felt as though, my worth was only measured by how good I was able to do things. My performance was extremely important. I felt as though I had to be good at everything all the time and that I couldn't mess up because, if you mess up, you're not worth anything. You have to prove that you're worth something to people. So I just grew up trying to be this idea of perfection and put a lot of pressure on myself. And it pushes you in a negative direction already. Struggled with a lot of self-hate, a lot of shame, a lot of guilt, and didn't really know how to express negative feelings, didn't really know how to talk about my issues. I just needed to be good all the time, so I didn't even talk about it. I was very non-confrontational, so I was always scared that if I talked about something, it would turn into a problem. I didn't like, you know, making people uncomfortable. I didn't want to be depressing all the time. I didn't want to make people sad. I always wanted to make people happy, which is why if someone from my school is watching this, they're probably shocked as hell know what, because I'm always seen as a big ray of sunshine and a positive person, but everybody struggles with their own thing. And yeah, so the last couple of years, it got pretty bad. Um, I would do it, if not every day, every other day. I would hide it. Most people didn't see it. There would only be like a couple kids, and I would play it off and say something stupid or whatever. And my mom found out a couple of years ago, and it was a pretty intense time because you just feel shamed and you feel weird and you feel like people probably think something's wrong with you, even though you feel like there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. Um, and yeah, and I just had a hard time stopping. I would say I was gonna stop, and then something would happen, and I would do it again, and I would break my truces a lot. I would fall off the wagon, get back on, fall off, get back on, and it got to a point where I just really, like, I honestly just couldn't do it by myself. I kept thinking I could fix it, and I really couldn't. It was a big issue for me, and got to the point where mom didn't really know what she could do. So I went to the hospital, and yeah, it was a sucky experience. When you're dealing with people who are supposed to be there to help your health and they don't really care because it's all about money, but that's another conversation. Um, it was a really bad experience. But it was an eye opener. Um, Learning that you know you're more in control of yourself than you think, um, and you have to figure out what can fix things for you. For me, I have a very faith based lifestyle, and I was always trying to fix things and be in control all the time. that to not be in control made me feel even worse, and it would just get worse because obviously I can't fix certain things about myself, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to heal. I didn't know where to start. And I've always struggled with anxiety and depression and social anxiety, and I just felt less than all the time. I didn't really know how to feel better about myself because all I had were negative views. And you struggle with like self hate and shame and guilt all the time. It just kind of just becomes this circle of negativity that you can't really escape. So after that experience at the hospital, um, I just really got into reading my Bible more. I prayed more, and I had this huge like epiphany and this huge breakdown where I had to beg God to save me from it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to get myself out of it. I didn't know even where to turn or to look. I just felt trapped and completely helpless. And the funny thing is that I had went through a depression like 2 years ago that was worse than that, where I actually learned who God is for myself. Like I actually experienced him and had a whole out of body experience, which is another story. So I knew he was real, and I just felt ashamed that I didn't come to him earlier because I thought I could fix it, knowing that I couldn't. And it was after that he completely took it from me. I begged him to take it from me, and I've been clean ever since. Like I fasted, and I was like in my word so deep because I knew that the answers in there, and I didn't have them. So it was like this huge just drive to just keep trying to find the answers because I knew that I was a completely empty vessel, and I was completely disconnected from people around me because I couldn't even connect to myself